We all know how to say thank you when life hands us a gift, a blessing, or a victory. But what do you say when life gives you nothing? When your efforts return void, and your hands are left empty? Most people grow bitter. They curse the wind, and blind themselves to the beauty that remains. But there is a secret path, a path that turns a vacuum into a miracle. This is the story of Elara, a woman who thanked an empty basket and changed her destiny. Long ago, in a village carved into the side of a rugged mountain, lived Elara. She was a woman of many years and few possessions. Her home was a small stone hut. Her clothes were patched. Her husband had long since passed, and she lived in a silence many would call loneliness. Every morning, Elara walked into the deep woods with a woven basket, seeking berries, roots, or herbs. Her knees often ached. The mountain air was biting. Yet, every evening, she returned home and whispered a prayer of thanks for the breath in her lungs and the birds. One autumn morning, the forest felt different. Elara searched for hours, but the bushes were bare. The mushrooms were hidden. By sunset, her basket was empty. Not a single berry, not a single herb. Exhausted and hungry, she sat beneath a massive oak tree. The shadows grew long. Most would have wept or complained about their bad luck. Instead, Elara looked at the void in her hands and whispered, "Thank you, empty basket." Suddenly, a rustle came from the thicket. A young traveler named Kalen stumbled out. He was pale. His clothes were shredded, and he could barely stand. He had been lost for days, starving and dehydrated. Seeing Elara, he collapsed at her feet. "I have nothing left," he groaned. "I am empty." Elara smiled softly and helped him sit. She reached into her cloak and found a small crust of bread she had saved. "You are not empty," she said. "You are just prepared for something new." Kalen looked at her basket. "You have found nothing today. Why do you look so peaceful?" Elara replied. "If my basket had been full, I would have walked home hours ago. I would have been in my hut, and you would have been alone in the dark. Because my basket was empty, I stayed. My lack became the reason I could save your life." Kalen was a merchant who had lost his way after a storm. Elara guided him back to the village, using paths only she knew. In the weeks that followed, Kalen's strength returned, but his spirit changed. He realized that his own emptiness, his lost cargo, and failed journey had led him to the greatest wisdom he had known. He helped Elara restore her garden, and through his connections, he eventually helped her reunite with a daughter she thought lost to the city years ago. The lesson is clear. Gratitude is not a reward for a good life. Gratitude is what makes life good. An empty basket isn't a sign of failure. It is a space waiting to be filled with something better. To bring this power into your life today, follow these 3 steps. First, practice the empty thank you. Next time you experience a minor loss or a void, say thank you out loud. Acknowledge that this space is being cleared for a new purpose. Second, seek the hidden geometry. Ask yourself, what does this empty space allow me to do that I couldn't do before? Sometimes, a setback is just a setup for a divine appointment. Third, fill the gap with kindness. When you feel you have nothing, give a small piece of what remains, a smile, a kind word, or your time. When you thank the empty basket, you tell the universe, you are ready for a miracle. What are you grateful for today? Even if it feels small? Tell us in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe to keep choosing the path of light.